It's Rebel Nerd time. Can everybody hear us? Those of you in the chat, are we coming through okay?
Both people.
Were you able to hear the video? I'm curious because, like the intro video, because we can't hear it. And
I can't hear it here. I was actually going to say something that I was worried that I was actually going to come across when you started playing
I
the
didn't
intro
have
video.
you muted, so they would have been able to hear you.
So don't say anything rude when we're doing the intro. Thank you. Now I know.
Just not during the intro video. Everything,
Just
you
don't
know,
say
any
anything.
other
Just don't say
time.
anything weird.
Any other time
I
you
can
can
say
be
anything
rude.
weird during the show. I just can't say anything weird when we're doing the intro video. Okay, so I got that now.
I mean, you can be as vile as you want during the show because that's kind of our thing. But oh man, but yeah. So here we are, Rebel Nerd Radio time. Second Rebel Nerd Radio episode. Trying to use the old OBS thing. I think it'll be all right. I'm kind of more or less getting it down.
More or less.
More or less.
Please
Yeah,
excuse the minor. Please excuse the minor glitches and mess ups that we might or may not have.
Hey man, I'm working on it. So this is episode number. Oh, damn it! I knew I was going to screw something up. I forgot to put our
251.
Yes, episode number 251. Not 250 like our clusterfuck of a show was last week.
It was shenanigans, man. We said it was
shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Yeah.
So,
we did warn people.
Taco says we're crashing. Anybody else see us crashing? Are we crashing? Because
I think you there for a second was getting kind of choppy, so I don't know if it was just a momentary thing or I couldn't tell if it was you or if it was me. So I mean,
well, see, I got this thing down at the bottom of the screen that says like gives me an indication if there is a problem, and I'm not getting any indication of a problem, so I don't know. I don't know, man. Could be your computer.
Could be.
So here we are, episode number 251. And, of course, we are going to discuss the first two episodes of Maul, Shadow Lord. I will let those of you know that are watching, this will not be spoiler-free. So,
yes.
If you have not watched the show, you need to
turn away now.
You need, or if you're not going to watch the show at all and don't care, fine, stay. But if you want to see it and don't want to be spoiled, I suggest you scoot away and not watch this until you've watched it.
Yeah.
So, besides
here
work,
we go.
What have you been up to this week? I already know. I don't want to hear it, but I think our listeners will want to hear it.
I'm not supposed to talk about it because Steve's going to give me the finger if I talk about it. Essentially.
I told you that you could do it. I can't promise that I will not give you the finger, but I think I can promise not to mute you.
He said he may or may not mute me if I tell stories, and if I tell the Dave Filoni and Sam Witwer fist bump story, I may get muted.
Oh, you will definitely at least get a finger for that.
Oh well, I'm assuming I would. Yeah. Well, I mean, besides work, so Friday morning I left for San Francisco. I was in San Francisco by early morning, which was fun. It was cool, a different experience. Kind of the short of it is that we not only got to experience robo cars, which is driverless cars, the Waymo cars. We actually got to ride in some of those,
Oh, wow.
which was kind of fun. That was kind of cool. I actually have video of the car driving itself, which is kind of neat. But beyond that, we were able to go to the Skywalker Ranch store and purchase a few items. When we got to San Francisco, we
What'd
went
you get for me?
But I anyway.
You don't know.
Hey, shh, secret. I got you something, but it's a secret.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
You're not gonna get it till I see you again.
Continue.
Anyway, so I actually, well, I need to send it to you, and yeah, I probably will send it to you in the mail because I don't know when we'll be back down that way.
I'll see you in May, won't
I? For Supergirl, right?
Supergirl doesn't come out until June.
Oh, so Mandalorian and Grogu. Yeah. If depending on if you come, I'll probably have to come down there. But yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I will probably see it before I come see you in Oklahoma. But I will probably come see you and do like a second showing or something like that, or because we're gonna go see it. We're gonna go see it right away. But I may be able to. I'm sure, almost positive that I could probably talk Julie into she doesn't work on Sunday, so I could probably talk her into leaving out early Sunday, and we could come down and we could watch it on Sunday and down in Oklahoma City or down in Norman. So I'm almost fairly certain I could talk her. Yeah.
Oh, that you're not for the first showing. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing that opening night. Thank you.
Well, yeah, and I'll be honest with you. I probably. Puppy. I probably, to be honest with you, I will probably be doing some troops for the Rebel Legion for the Mandalorian Grogu movie because they are trying to spread out between theaters in order to greet people and to be a part of the festivities. So I will probably be a part of that, and I will probably be at one theater or the other. So doing stuff for the Rebel Legion, which will be fun. But anyway, back to my story. We like I said, I got to go to the Skywalker Ranch store. We got to kind of tour a little bit in there at the main office, and we went into one of their main theaters they have there on site, and we got to watch Maul Shadowlord and Dave Filoni and the co-president and Sam Witwer and the writers, the animators, and the producers were all there with us. They were in the theater with us when we watched it. Yeah, they were all there when we watched it, so it was cool. They had a little something set up, and I will probably send Steve some pictures to show you guys here when we start our actual discussion about Shadowlord, so you guys can kind of see it. I showed a few of them in
those ahead of time because.
Okay. Well, I might send those
stuff.
Okay, so I might send those to Steve, and then he'll put them in for next time. So you guys will get to see something a little bit.
Put them in the Discord.
Yeah. Well, I did. I actually put a bunch in the Discord.
Okay,
so if you're not on our Discord,
fine.
Join our Discord.
If you're not on the Discord, you're missing out on cool pictures. So there you go.
Yep. I put a bunch of pictures in there from the my little adventure there, which was cool. It was actually a lot of fun. Very unique experience. It makes Star Wars Celebration seem like a flea market because when you actually get to go to Lucasfilm and you actually get to watch the show in Lucasfilm, and they do a panel right there, and it was cool because they said, they dimmed the lights and they played the new track. So I don't know if you've heard it, Steve, but they played the new track from like the theme song to Maul Shadow Legends. So I don't know if you heard that or kind of caught a glimpse of it. Very gritty, very dark, a lot of guitar, like a deep guitar riff. Very cool. It's an awesome song that they play for it, like an awesome theme song they play for it. So they played that track for us. And then it was funny because the lights kind of dimmed down and we didn't know it at the time, but Sam Witwer came across the mic and he kind of did something in Darth Maul's voice. And we thought it was like an introduction into Maul Shadowlord. And then he said on the mic, he goes, "You thought this was pre-recorded, but it's not." And the lights come up, and he's standing right there on the stage.
Nice.
And it was like, oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. And we didn't know who all would show up. And Kristen, I think her name's Kristen that does the Star Wars show and stuff like that. Who does a lot of their like news and like one of their lead reporters, the redheaded gal with the glasses. I think her name's Kristen. Anyway, she was there, and she introduced Dave Filoni and the co-president of Lucasfilm together. And I know her first name, but I don't want to butcher her last name. So maybe Steve, help me out with this, because her last name is a little hard for me. I don't want to butcher it. But both of them were there, and
You're talking about Brennan? You talking about the co-president of Lucasfilm?
Yeah.
Linwin Brennan?
Yeah, Linwin Brennan. Yeah, I like I said, I knew her first name, but I wasn't positive.
Well, her last name's easier to say than her first name.
I don't know. Linwood was easy for me.
Brennan.
Yeah, Brennan. So, anyway, so they both showed up, and they were there. They kind of talked to us a little bit beforehand, and so I'll get this story out of the way now, so that way Steve can flip me off, and you folks can actually hear it, and it's going to be like right out the gate. Yeah, exactly. Steve's going to flip me off. So, me being I'm 6'5", a little over 6'5", and when I put on boots and like with my Jedi outfit, because I took my Jedi outfit and I wore it there so I could get pictures. And for those of you in the Discord, or if you're part of my Facebook, you've seen the pictures that I took, and I took a really good cover photo for my Facebook page right in front of the Yoda statue, which was awesome. Me being as tall as I am, I try to be cognizant of that, and I'll sit in the back of the theater, or I'll sit on the wings of the theater just to make sure that there's nobody behind me and they have to peek around my head, because I'm tall. I sit in a regular seat, and I literally will tower over somebody who's just like average size or who may be even short, and it's unfortunate. And for those of you who know Adam, he's in our chat, and he's one of our Patreons. I went with Adam from our Patreon. He got selected to go as well, and him and I kind of traveled together and got a room together and stuff like that, so we would be able to kind of cut the cost and that kind of thing. But so I sat on the end of the aisle, and I did not expect this to happen at all. But I was sitting at the back, and when Dave Filoni and Linwood and Sam Witwer and the producers and the writers that they had brought up on stage right before it happened, they actually exited the stage right by me. I mean, literally, they walked right by me. And I'm like, screw it, I'll just throw the hand out there. And I got fist bumps from Dave Filoni, Sam Witwer, and most of the people that were production people on the thing. Like the writers, the producers, the artists. I got fist bumps from all of them. I was like, okay, I'm good. This has been a good trip. But yeah, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect. A lot of people were speculating whether Dave would show up, whether Lynn would show up, whether Sam would show up, because we were told that a lot of the executive producers and a lot of the writers and the animators would be there, but we didn't know that Dave and them were going to be there, and we just kind of were hoping they would, but we didn't know for sure. And so like I said, when I was sitting there, I was just like, "Hey, how you doing?" And boom, 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 all the way down. I was like, dude, that's cool. that's awesome. And them and the writers and the animators and everybody that was involved with the show were in the theater with us when we watched the first 2 episodes. And as we reacted to the show, they, at the end, when they did their panel and they explained things, and they were trying really hard not to give spoilers away. And like, some of you, if you watch StarWars.com, you've kind of seen some of the footage from that, and that we were there. And you can even see there's a picture of Sam and Dave and Linwood and a lot of the producers and writers and animators. They're up on the stage, and they're actually taking a picture from the screen part of the stage into the crowd. And if you look right of them, you can see my nice white crisp dome in the background over to the right. So yeah, you can kind of see where I was sitting, and that's kind of the way they exited out to get out of the whole thing. And it was cool. It was a very cool experience. Everything that we reacted to, they commented on, and they loved the fact that and some of that we'll talk about when we get into Shadow Lord, the actual discussion. When we actually started discussing it, when they started doing panels on it, when they started talking about the first 2 episodes, they made comments that our reaction was crazy. And one of the coolest things, and something we'll talk about in the second episode, is I think Dave has always been kind of a fan of like the Jedi. His biggest thing, I think it's one of his biggest things is like the Jedi, and like Plo Koon is one of his favorite Jedi and that kind of thing. And he made comments about a part of the show that when it happened, he's like, I really like that. I really resonate that. And he made a comment about how even though we're in the middle of a show about a literal, like a former Sith who is also a former gangster and who's now working from the shadows to destroy things and do things, he said that it was the cheer and the admiration for a certain character within the show that he resonated with, and he loved the most the fact that people were still cheering for them. And that's what he made comments about. And it was cool to hear their personal thing about it. And if you go into the Star Wars thing and you look at like some of the stuff that they did and some of the little snippets from the fan thing interaction that they did, like Sam does some stuff, instead of saying Kenobi, he says Filoni, and inside of his jacket because he didn't want to scream at people. And it was actually people in the crowd that were asking him to do it, and it was cool. It was surreal to be that close, to be there, to watch the show in the same theater that they preview future Star Wars content. That was crazy. And the thanks to getting into the Rebel Legion made that possible. And the guy that I travel with, Adam, who is our squad leader for the Wichita area, he's the one that told me about it. If it had not been for him actually telling me about it, I would not got an opportunity to go. So when he listens to this and everything, I've told him this already, but thank you so much, Adam, for putting me onto this, getting me the availability to go, because before I was part of the Rebel Legion, I've always been a Star Wars fan, but now that I'm in the Rebel Legion, it just makes it that much better. And doing something like this and getting to go to something like this, I mean, yeah, Star Wars celebrations are great, and the fan interaction is awesome. And I got that when we were there, just on a smaller scale. And it felt like a private Star Wars celebration to be a part of the premiere of Shadow Lord and getting to see it 2 days before. And I even put in the chat, if you were in the Discord, I couldn't discuss anything. We actually had to sign a NDR when we got there, or an NDA. We had to sign an NDA before we got there, saying that we would not reveal anything about the show to anyone before it actually premiered. And that was because they didn't want us revealing any secrets. They didn't want to tell them anything about the show once it came out. And now that it's out, I can talk about it. But one of the comments that I made in our Discord is that I was like, OMG, you guys are going to love this. And the responses that I have seen and got, and even one of our Patreons and one of our guys who's pretty active in our Discord, Jamie or Taco Cat, put out a thing there that said, Shadow Lord has actually got a 100% rating from critics, and actually is one of the highest rated Star Wars projects to ever be done. And I can see why. It's awesome. If, like I said, if you haven't watched it yet, spoilers are ahead, so please remember that they are going. But yeah, if you've ever seen the videos and the stuff about Lucasfilm and like the Yoda statue and the interior of the office and stuff like that, we got to see all that. I have pictures of it. I have them on Discord. I'll try to remember to send them to Steve next week, and maybe we can throw a couple up there and we can discuss them again a little further. But it was a great, fun fan experience. It went by way too fast. Yeah,
Did you hand out any
I can't.
stickers?
I didn't. I did not. But I did tell people. I did tell people about it. Actually, this is something I didn't get a chance to talk to you about, Steve. But I actually, for those of you who are kind of, if you're active on
For
TikTok, if you're at,
shame.
I know, it happened. Let me be honest. It happened so fast, and like between work and like the concerns with like storms at work and things like that, it happened so fast that as soon as I got there, I actually was kicking myself in the butt because I was like, I should have taken stickers with me. And I didn't even think about it. And I was like, damn, I should have taken stickers with me. I was like, crap. And I was disappointed with myself, but I did tell people about it. I did. Everybody I had conversations with, I did tell people about it because I did meet. And for those of you who may be on like TikTok or Instagram and Facebook and a few other things, there was a podcaster there named Dimitri, and I was actually able to get pictures with him. And he does like DJ videos. He cosplays as like Green Lantern, Powerline. He cosplays. He's a big Star Wars fan. He loves Star Wars stuff. He does these DJ videos where he's like, if you're at a wedding and your DJ is a huge Star Wars fan, and he starts playing techno Star Wars music. And I'm sure if you guys want to see the pictures of it, I'll throw it up in the Discord. You'll see. But I got to meet him, got to talk to him quite a bit. Really heck of a nice guy, cool dude. If you get a chance, give him a sub. But he's a like I said, fantastic guy. A lot of fun to talk to. Met him and got some pictures with him, and he was just a decent guy. And I met a lot of nice people. I really did. I met a lot of people from the California, San Francisco, San Diego, California area. I met fellow 501st and Rebel Legion members from St. Louis, Kansas City, and other places. Got to hang out with them, talk. I mean, you were among friends that were strangers, if that makes sense. Everybody I got a chance to talk to, everybody got a chance to hang out with was all just a great group of people. It was a great experience. Loved it. It went by so fast. It went by so fast, and it went by way too fast. But we did as much as we could in that short period of time, and I don't regret it at all. It was a great experience, and it's something I never actually thought I would get a chance to do. And yeah, thanks to, like I said, the Rebel Legion and the 501st guys and all that kind of stuff, was actually able to make that opportunity happen. So it was a lot of fun. I did have to pay for my own flights. I did have to pay for my own hotel, so it did cost a little bit, but I felt like it was worth it. It was 100% worth it.
All right, well, let's see who's in the chat because I forgot to do that earlier. We've got, well, shit. How do I? Okay, social stream. Let me get back over here. Okay.
Let's see. Jamie's in the chat.
Taco Cat.
Yep.
We've got Brennan. How's it going, sir? We've got the Smirking Bear.
Spencer, you're probably not wrong. He has already flipped me off a couple times when he found out I was going, and then he flipped me off again. And then our pre-conversation was, I may flip you off, and I may mute you if you talk about it.
And there's Steve Spawn. Steve Lyle. How's it going, sir? We have Tina is in the chat. How's it going, Tina? And there's Chris. How's it going, sir? He's going to leave early because he has not seen it yet. And I don't blame him.
That's why he was asking in the Discord. That's why he was asking in the Discord what part we talk about it. Because
and there is Raven. How's it going, Raven?
Raven. Hey, Raven. Hi, Raven.
No, Bear, I'm not going to click on shit and cuss.
Just at me when you guys aren't listening.
So,
I mean, that's what I'm here for.
My week, other than, oh wait, I don't have a job. Never mind. So, my week, I did not go to a Maul premiere because I was not invited. I did go to a movie. When was that? Shit, I don't remember when I went. Was it Saturday?
Hey,
I went
hey,
and saw.
Steve.
I went and saw the. I went and saw the new Mario movie. I don't remember what day it was.
Nice. How was that?
Oh, it was Sunday. It was Sunday. I went to go. It was fine. I'm
It was
not.
good.
I'm not like a. I'm like a huge Mario fan. I don't know the lore as much as a lot of other people do, but it was
Right.
fun. There was a for anyone who has not seen it. Uh, I'm gonna give a mini spoiler. I'm gonna spoil
Okay.
something without spoiling it. There is a cameo in the movie. I won't mention who it is, but it is from another Nintendo video game property.
Uh-oh. It
Uh,
wouldn't happen to be one that's promoting another movie that might be coming out soon, is it?
I don't know. I didn't know there was another Nintendo movie coming out. Anyway,
It
so
would.
yeah,
It
that's
would.
what I did. I did that Sunday. What else have I done? I really haven't done much of anything else. Um, no, really haven't done shit. I've been looking for work. And there's Chantel. How's it going, man?
Hey, Chantel.
Everybody is
Maul,
ready.
Maul is Maul is hot.
Oh, did
It's
the
not because
internet
of
already
Robo.
spoil it? Okay, okay. It was Star
It's
Fox.
not. Huh?
Well, Chris said that the internet already spoiled it. It was
It was Star
it
Fox.
was Star Fox.
Oh, that's not who I was thinking of. Then
Uh,
that's not who I was thinking of.
I didn't
No, I
realize
was
that
thinking
wasn't a
of.
spoiler. I don't watch. I did not watch any of the trailers or
Oh,
any of the news
Spencer.
about the
Spencer says that.
Mario movie because I didn't really have any plans to go see the Mario movie because I'm like I don't really care.
I'm
Um,
sorry, but if you didn't watch the Bob Haskins, John Leguizamo Mario movie, I'm sorry. I don't know. Dennis Hopper. I don't know what to tell you.
yeah, I watched it probably way back when it came out, but yeah, it's not one of those. It's not one of those properties that I mean, I played a few of the original games, but I don't really
I
play.
mean, when Nintendo came out, I played the crap out of Mario and
Yeah,
beat it
yeah,
many times. But I think as the games got better and first person shooters started to come out, I mean, I gravitated towards those. So Mario was kind
yeah.
of
I
like
mean,
me.
I think I stopped playing Mario around like the Nintendo 64 era. Um, I do still on occasion play Mario Kart, but
No, that yeah, I did play that, and that was a load of fun. Mario Kart has always been a load of fun because if you can't launch turtle shells at people, I don't know what you're doing with your
but
life.
yeah, other than go to the Mario movie, I really haven't done much of anything.
Hmm.
I can't think. Did I do anything else? No, I really haven't done anything. I don't even think I've played any video games this week.
I
I've
mean,
read some
honestly,
comic books. Yeah,
honestly,
my
if
week has been really boring. Uh, anyway, let's move on. I haven't really done anything. It is time to. Oh, you know what? Let me put the bio link up here. If you want to catch us on social media, you can go to this link that is hopefully scrolling underneath us. It is bio.link/Rebel Nerd Radio. That will take you to our YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. 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 Please subscribe. That'll take you to our Discord, which is where most of the weekly conversations take place. And it's quite lively in there.
we really and by lively, Steve means we do have a lot of folks in there. We do promotions, we do stuff about pets, we do stuff about TV shows, we do stuff about movies. It really is a great group of people. You always get a bright good morning from a lot of us, and we have good conversations. And really, it's when you see this for a couple hours, you get more of it, not only from what you see in the chat, but from me and Steve in the thing. if you have questions or you want to contact us, or you have ideas, or you have something you just want to say hi, or you have questions about collecting, or you have questions about indie rock, or yeah, um, you can give us a shout. And Steve loves the indie rock stuff. Obviously, I love the collecting stuff, like the kind of stuff. So yeah, we're
Yeah,
always
there's
constantly
people
on.
there in there that talk about Star Wars. Obviously, we all talk about Star Wars.
We all talk
People
about
talk
Star
about
Wars.
comic books. We talk about movies. We talk about
Yeah,
uh,
there's nothing pulp culture is off the table. Just
pretty
so you
much,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not a part of it, I
We do
encourage you to.
not allow discussions about politics or religion in there.
Yes.
Don't
We
nobody
like to
want to hear
keep
that shit.
those. We want to keep those out of there because it's such a polarizing topic, and we don't include like politics or religion in our stories about like Star Wars or anything else. And we just talk about the shows. We talk about the stories. That's it.
So yeah, it'll take you to our Discord, takes you to all our different social media, our Facebook and our TikTok, which I still don't really bother to post on. I really need to hire somebody to do that for me.
Yeah, because I have people that send me TikTok links to watch videos all the time, and I don't have TikTok. I mean, I just don't have it.
TikTok, Twitter, Threads, all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
Chris, you're going to have to ask that question in the Discord because I'm not going to talk about it on the stream.
Strawberry shortcake. Are we talking about the food or the character?
I'm pretty sure he's talking about the character because it's it's capitalized.
Okay.
But and then it'll also take you to our merch page where you can buy some cool t-shirts and coffee mugs and body bags, aka fanny packs, all that good stuff. And then it will also take
body bag sounds terrible. I mean, because you put dead bodies in a body bag.
Isn't that what they call them on the site? Because now I can't remember if that's what they're called.
I don't know. I mean, they might because they don't want to call them fanny packs anymore.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's wrong with calling them fanny packs? No, let me see what they're actually called. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Wait. What the hell?
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, hold on. Damn it. Here we go. That's
you didn't do something that's going to screw up the stream, did you?
Oh, probably. No, nothing. That's okay. I'm gonna close this out and then open the page again because it's being ridiculous. Okay. First, I gotta click on that.
Oh, I know.
I gotta go to. Wait, is it apparel or is it considered accessories? Shit, no, I don't know.
Be fair, Spencer. I thought you were talking.
It's called a crossbody bag. There is a crossbody bag and there is a belt bag. One of them is a fanny pack. The other one is just like the thing that kind of goes across. Yeah, guys, if you want to hear the conversation about the bionic thingy again, go and listen to our Darth Maul episode that we had a couple months ago with Mari. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, so it takes you to our merch page, and it takes you to our Patreon page, where if you would like to be a patron and support us, it is only $2 a month, and it gets you... Oh, fuck. Stickers. There they are.
Get you that. It doesn't get you that.
It gets you stickers. Woo! Get you stickers, and it gets you some other swag that JD is doing with his 3D printer. And yeah, and you get to hear your name on the
live stream
here. So, thank you to all our wonderful patrons. Dave Brown, Kelly and Chris Olson, Justin Hensley, Charlie Kirby, Chantel, who is in the chat with us today, Brennan, who was in the chat earlier. I don't know where he went. Brian, who is not in the chat. Where the hell is Brian at? Steve Spawn, who was in the chat.
He was in earlier. Brennan was in the first.
Yeah. Brian hasn't been in at all. Actually, Matthew. Matthew is another patron who I have not seen yet.
Yep.
Taco Cat was in earlier.
I think Brian said that he was busy or wasn't going to not be able to make it, and then Drew Artemis Armor.
I haven't got to him yet.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Taco Cat, Smirking Bear, Adam, and Drew. Thank you for being patrons and supporting our work. We appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that.
Something like
there's
that.
There's a link to social media. Go check it out. Make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube and all that good.
Well, see, we're talking about Maul Shadowlord, and the chat's talking about Stargate SG-1. So
you guys are on the wrong subject.
Yeah, even if we were talking about Stargate way
Tina,
down in the
you
future,
didn't see
we're
the
not going to
Bionic
talk about
Thingy
it.
episode? Tina, you need to go watch the Bionic Thingy episode.
I can't believe you weren't present for the Bionic Thingy episode. I mean, that seems like a Tina bread and butter kind of thing.
I know.
I mean, not that I'm judging or anything. I'm just saying. I don't understand how you weren't there for that.
All right. So, where are we at now? What are we going to... Oh, it is time for us to get drawn to the fold. Okay.
God, I hope you couldn't see my face when we did that.
This is the true test of whether I remember what to do. Window capture. Come on.
You know, we didn't frame this as being Shenanigans 2.0, but it may be Shenanigans 2.0. I mean, we're not sure.
Okay. Trying to do the window capture. Why is it not working? Oh, I've got it. Son of a bitch. Okay.
Dun, dun,
so yes,
dun.
There we go. There is a Star Wars comic coming out. Ironically, it is the Star Wars Shadow of Maul #2. And you can't see that, can you, JD?
No.
Okay, hang on.
I'm watching the live stream.
I'm working
right
on it. Give me a second.
Okay.
Can you see it now?
Pause.
Can you see it now?
No. I see a split screen and there's supposed to be something there.
Okay,
look
at
it
your
is.
video.
Boom, there it is. I got it.
Okay.
Yes.
So there it is. Star Wars Shadow of Maul.
I see it.
Issue #2. Written by Benjamin Percy.
Yes. I like that.
And artwork by Madabek Muzabekov. Yeah. Okay, there's name. Some of us know who they are. Okay, now I like this.
Well,
and it's a male
I saw looks like
yeah. And this is we're back to you did not watch or if you did not read issue #1. You Chantel asked us if the stream crapped out. Did it? It says we're crashing.
That's what I can see.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. We may have to go back to StreamYard.
I don't know.
This is disappointing.
It's kind of being weird.
Yeah, we may have to go back to StreamYard. This isn't going to work, I don't think. Well, that sucks. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
everybody has it put back up again? Are we back to normal? Are we back to normal?
What do you mean?
I'm just checking to see if everybody can see us and they can hear us and we're good. Well, no, we're not normal, but that's beside the point.
Anyway, so yeah, that is the one.
I got a private message from somebody that said we were crashing. Are we better now? Let me see if we can get somebody in the chat to let us know. Can you see us now? It might have been just the fact that we put the comic books back up there, so it might be that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if that is the case, then OBS is not going to work. It's not going to work for us. If it's causing us to crash as much as it is.
Okay, Chris, is that Chris?
What?
Darth Pryor. He says yes. He says we're back. He says we're doing good.
No, okay. my Mac is actually not that old. It's a let's see. It's a
that would actually not surprise me, Chris,
2021.
It would actually not surprise me because like I have an iPad and he has a Mac, so we're doing everything on Apple, and so if like Apple doesn't like it, it goes weird on us. So that very well could be a thing.
Yeah, we're probably just gonna have to go back to StreamYard. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was hoping that we'd be able to do this for free. We're gonna have to finish this one out on OBS because we can't just switch over.
Yeah.
So if we start crashing, sorry. Anyway,
we won't be able to switch to anything other than just us. That's the only problem.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, even though it didn't start crapping out until we did the Windows capture thing.
Yep, that's what Bear said. Bear says it.
No, I was answering him. No, if it didn't start until then I mean this is not going to be something we can use because we do that a lot. So the window capture is something that we do. I don't want to just get rid of not doing that. Anyway, well, I can't afford to buy a new well, it's not a laptop. It's a desktop. It's a Mac. It's not a MacBook.
Yeah.
In any case, I don't have the funds to buy a new fucking computer. So back to StreamYard it is. Anyway, whatever. What is next? What do we got? We did the draw to the oh, you know what time it is. It is time for oh shit. Do I not have the well, this is the problem. Oh, there it is. It's time for us to show our thingies. All right, what do you got?
I actually have two things.
Okay.
I have two things. Cool. Yeah. So, he says we need to do a fundraiser, and get you a new computer. So I'm gonna save this one here. This one is going to be next. So, as I was saying earlier, I was actually able to get to the Skywalker Ranch store that they have on site in San Francisco.
You already talked about that.
I know. I'm recapping here.
You just talked about it.
So unfortunately, if I could finish my story, stop bumping me off. They had lightsabers, but I have all of them. They had books. I'm sure you can guess at this point I have them. They didn't have a whole lot of stuff that you would find at Galaxy's Edge. They didn't have a lot of that stuff. They did have lightsabers. They did have a few other things, but for the most part, it was like stuff from Skywalker Ranch, like their wine store. They had a huge wine display, and you could get wine from there. But I didn't want to try to transport that back to Kansas from San Francisco because I was afraid something was going to happen to it. So I didn't buy any wine while I was there. But they had some wines that looked really good, and it's kind of a shame. But I tried. I had a bunch of shirts that I really liked, and I couldn't find anything in my size. And I kept asking them, "Do you have this in their size? Do you have this in this size?" Blah 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 blah. And nothing came up. They had nothing. So I was pretty much remanded to. I had to buy another bag. I didn't need another bag. I kept telling my friend Adam, who's a Patreon. I kept saying, I need another bag, like I need a hole in the head. But unfortunately, I wanted to bring something back, and I brought that and a couple things back. And one of them belongs to Steve. Steve, you're gonna get one of the things I brought back, and then I brought back a bag. So I kind of wanted to show you. This is the first thing I wanted to show you was I was able to get from Skywalker Ranch, and you can say it says, literally says Skywalker Ranch on it. But I picked up a bag from there, a travel bag, just kind of a small, neat little travel bag for like loading on the plane and things like that. So this is going to be my new like Star Wars bag that I'm going to carry with me, and it even has a pocket for a lightsaber. Woo! I don't know what that is. Oh, that's my plane ticket. Never mind. But yeah, it's got a lot of pockets in it. It's really cool. I even picked up a couple things like for my daughter, and they're still in here, and I have something else in the other room that I'm going to show with it. But yeah, cool little bag. It's actually made of, what does this say? It's recycled and repurposed materials. It's from London, and it's from a company called Ori. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I was able to get that, and so I'm probably going to travel with that from now on. But it's my new Skywalker Ranch bag. Yeah, cool. I have bags of plenty, but since this has a good story to it, and I was able to get that from Lucasfilm Limited in San Francisco, that makes it even more special and cool. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So I got something else I'll show, but I'll show it after Steve is done. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm surprised he didn't flip me off again.
Oh, I'm looking at the cost of a new iMac.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we're looking at like probably about $1,800.
Yeah.
So I do have something to show for. Oh, by the way, Blue just came in.
Oh, hey, Blue. Hey, Blue.
Chris, do I?
Sorry to everybody.
So
we've got more people.
Okay. I think we're lagging because we keep talking over each other.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Chris, to answer your question, I use multiple, not at the same time. Just depends on what I'm using it for. I use multiple browsers. My main browser, I would say probably Chrome, but I also use Safari. As far as a GPU, I could not tell you. I know that the chip is an M1. Don't know about the GPU. In any case, so I do have something for show my thingy, and
Show my thingy.
It's actually kind of related to what we are talking about tonight.
Awesome.
Awesome. Actually, you know what? I just looked at the back of the box, and it is related because it says Maul Shadow Lord on it. But
yeah, nice.
I got a new Funko Pop.
Oh, the evil Sabine Wren.
It is Rook Cast.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
She's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was looking at Shadow Lord merch online, and I saw a bunch of Funko Pops. And I was like, well, I've already got a Darth Maul Funko Pop. I don't necessarily need another one. But then I saw that one and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's another Mandalorian. I'll grab that one. So I did. And it was cheap, so that's why I got it. So there you have it. Rootcast. Let's see your other thingy.
Puppy. So Stewie or Stewie. Steve, you can put me off.
You called
Stewie.
me
Yeah, sorry.
Stewie?
I'm sorry. I have a
Do
buddy
I
at work.
look
His name's
like the baby from Family Guy?
I have a buddy at work. His name's Stuart. We call him Stewie. Sorry. I had a momentary slip. I apologize. Anyway, you Steve, you're free to flip me off again. I know that's going to happen.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Oh yeah, when you see this, you're really going to flip me off. So as we left the theater and we were finished with the panel, and we were vehemently trying to talk them into showing us the third and fourth episode of Shadow Lord, which we were not able to talk them into it. As we were leaving the theater, they actually had people who were entered into a raffle that got various things like your Funko Pop and lightsabers and backpacks and fanny packs and various things. I unfortunately was not lucky enough to win anything, which is fine. But everybody that was there received, like you would at Star Wars Celebration, everybody who was there was actually able to receive a poster. And so I would like to show you now the poster that I received from Lucasfilm Limited. And that is the unfortunately, I was only able to get one. It was one per person. So I was able to get this particular poster they handed these out as we were exiting the Lucasfilm Limited, and I was able to get this poster. And I actually was able to get it in my bag, not my carry-on bag, my check bag, in a spot that would not get it wrinkled or messed up, which is awesome. And yeah, this is actually the poster was in a wider format, but this is the picture basically that they had up on the screen as we were getting ready to watch the show. And yeah, so yeah, you can kind of see.
Don't encourage him, Chantel.
We actually saw your Funko Pop in there, and we were like, "What is Sabine? She looks like Sabine Wren. I mean, really, she does."
Do you not know who that is?
But we were like, she looks like an evil Sabine Wren. I mean, we knew that she was a new character. We knew that she was not.
She's really
Sabine
not
Wren.
that new, though. She's been around for a while.
Yeah, but I mean, I think this show's going to showcase her in a lot bigger light.
I mean, she was in the Clone Wars.
Yeah. But I mean, in this particular painting, I mean, if you look at it, she really does look like an evil Sabine Wren. So I was like, okay, well, what the hell?
Okay.
So yeah.
It has to be JD because I don't have a puppy in my room.
So I will get that framed. Yeah, it is. He's got a squeaky toy. So are you hearing squeaks? Yeah, puppy has a squeaky toy. Sorry, everybody. I'll get. Yeah, puppy has a squeaky toy. Sorry, everybody. I'll take. I don't want to take it away from him because he's playing with a squeaky toy. He's having fun with the squeaky toy. But yeah. So anyway. Yeah. So there's my poster.
Huh. Cool.
Yep. So I have to find I'll need to find I'll need to find some kind of.
Bear says we're crashing
for this,
again.
and
yeah, we're gonna have to go back to StreamYard.
We're gonna have to go. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to StreamYard.
It was worth trying, but yeah. All right.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. We're having some issues.
We're having technical issues, of course. In any case, Well, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
switch. I'm not gonna switch to PC just so I can use OBS. Ain't gonna happen. I don't need
yeah.
PC.
That's a
Uh,
that would be a pretty significant investment. And we didn't have this kind of issue with StreamYard. The only problem with StreamYard is it costs a
yeah,
lot.
that's the only
So
thing. Only problem I have with it is because it costs too much money. But it is what it is. In any case, uh, it's time. It's time to talk about Shadow Lord.
yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So there have been 2 episodes so far.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the first one was called uh, "The Dark Revenge."
Mm-hmm.
The second one was called "Sinister Schemes."
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they were magnificent.
Yes.
They're awesome.
Like I said, I put it in the Discord. I said you guys are gonna freaking love this. And I wasn't
So
wrong, right?
I got to ask you this though, JD. Other than
Okay.
when you went to go see the premiere, have you watched it again?
Yeah.
No. Okay, I've seen it. I've
Yeah.
watched it twice already.
Now you
So
watched it twice. Okay.
yeah, I've watched it twice. I watched it once yesterday, and
Mm-hmm.
then watched it again today. Um, no, I'm pretty much convinced I'm going to abandon at least trying to run streams on it, Chris, because I don't. It's the whole. We're spending too much time testing the damn thing to see if it works, and I don't want to waste all that time just testing the fucking thing.
Right.
Uh, I don't have any problem. I mean, I don't care how old it is. It may be 5 years old, but it does everything I need it to do. Apparently, except for this. Um, so I mean, my computer is fine. I don't have any problems with it.
We
Um,
didn't, to be fair, we didn't have any of these problems on StreamYard. For some reason, it's OBS. But somebody did say in the chat earlier that OBS and Apple don't like each other. So
that
it
doesn't
could be
surprise
just a
me.
matter of the fact that they don't get along.
That does not surprise me. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
like Mac, and that's fine. You can not like Mac and want your PC. Uh, I prefer I prefer Macs. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on. I want to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about Maul's Shadow Lord. Let us start with what did you think of the animation?
Dude, I loved it.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. I'm glad there's so much to say about it. I'm glad they're going in a different direction with animation with this, or at least for this project. They're matching the tone, they're matching the vibe of the show with the animation, so it kind of matches the chaos, the darkness, and everything of the show. And the fact that they're embracing animation and doing it through like the backdrops and through Darth Maul and stuff like that. They're not hiding the fact, or like some animations will try to make it so it seems as real as possible, but it's animation. They're not doing that with this. And one of the things that we found out when we were at Lucasfilm is that what they're doing is that, if you remember correctly, Steve, we kind of talked about this during Clone Wars season 7. They used mocap to do the fight scene between Darth Maul and Ahsoka Tano. You remember
Right.
we kind of discussed that. What they're doing is that during the fight scenes for Darth Maul Shadow Lord, they are actually returning to that, and they are doing it. They are digitizing mocap scenes with the fight scenes and like some of the stunts. They're actually going back and they're having people perform it, and then they're digitizing it, and then they're putting it into animation. which I was hoping for because I loved the fight scene. That's probably one of my favorite animated fight scenes was between Darth Maul and Ahsoka, and the way that it was done, it felt more fluid. It felt better. It felt nicer. It didn't feel like it didn't feel like motion capture, like old motion capture. It felt like they had actually just taken like animation and covered it over what the mocap had already done, like through the suits and through the dots and like all of that animation and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that they're going back to that for Shadow Lord, because I think that was I think that will heighten the aesthetic. I think that will heighten the vibe. I think that will heighten everything about the show that's coming out. The fact that they are going to use mocap to do all of those scenes, it will bring a better fluidity to the show. But at the same time, the way they're stepping up the animation and they're actually doing brush stroke and painted animation in the backdrop, which is also something that we got to see when we were there. They actually had paintings that they were using to feature and to film the backdrops for the show. And I like it. I'm on board with it. I think the animation was great.
Oh yeah, it was
How about you?
fantastic. Like specifically the scenes, like the things that I noticed, where the artwork was just phenomenal, were the city skylines and the city work. Like it was just really really good artwork when they would pan
Yeah.
out and you'd see the whole city, and it was
Hmm.
it was just like, man, this is so amazing. But the
Yeah.
definitely the combat encounters were the action sequences were freaking amazing. But
Yeah. Yeah. And um, something else I noticed too is like Darth Maul, when he had his lightsaber and he was doing stuff, you could tell his blade was like more fire. It was more, you could see like it moving, and you could see like it would leave a trail behind it when it moved. And that was cool. And from what I've seen of the previews and what we know about the show now, we know that's going to be kind of a centerpiece of it. And I think that from the looks of it, he's going to be getting into a lot more battles with um, like the Inquisitors, and
yeah,
he's not going to be just fighting the cartels. He's going to be fighting from the looks of it. He's going to be fighting everybody.
yeah,
He's going to be fighting the Empire. He's going to be fighting Sidious and the Sith. He's going to be fighting the cartels. He's going to be fighting the good guys that may be looking for him. I mean, maybe the good guys are the only ones that aren't going to be looking for him.
yeah, yeah,
But I would say that looking at what's going on, and especially with what I'm assuming is kind of what we've talked about, is the Master Jedi that's looking for his apprentice.
yeah.
I think we're going to see that even translate over into the good guys we're going to be looking for him too.
So it doesn't really have anything to do with the artwork. It does segue into the next thing I wanted to mention. But what was that?
Oh, nothing. It was, yeah, no,
Oh, it was the dog.
we're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
So there is a scene, really, really close to the beginning of the first episode,
uh-huh.
where Duel of the Fates hits, and Maul is coming off that ship, and that was that
Yeah.
was so freaking badass. Um,
And something else to kind of give you a little bit of a preview of what they talked about, kind of a behind the scenes thing, is that they wanted to put more emphasis on, like, so everybody knows, if you watch Star Wars, or if you watch Indiana Jones, or you watch Harry Potter, or you watch other movies, John Williams has been there the whole time.
mhm.
Obviously, we know that John Williams is kind of stepping away. He's probably not going to be doing much more of anything else. So they're always looking for new talent to bring in and to do more stuff with as far as the music is concerned. But one thing that Dave Filoni himself kind of said is that they really want to concentrate on bringing soundtracks and tracks to specific shows that really kind of enhance the experience, because they know that's part of it. They understand that that's part of it. And I think Dave does too. I think Dave Filoni understands that that's really a huge part of when you have the music to go along with it. And that's why I kind of was talking earlier about emphasizing the track that was the opening of the show, that real gritty, like guitar riff, or, like the bass riff, or however they put it in there. You kind of notice that they get an even darker, grittier riff to it that was kind of like a Darth Maul-esque theme. I think they're wanting to bring that in to enhance the experience of the animation. Well, so they're really kind of focusing on that too.
And that's actually what I wanted to bring up on the next topic, because I wanted to talk about the score of this show. But the score 100% enhanced the show. The score was amazing. Like,
the score was awesome.
I zoned in on it more the second time around, because the first time I was trying to pay attention to the story and the artwork and everything.
Right.
But the second time around, I was able to focus more in on the score.
And like I told you, like I was kind of telling you, like they when we went in and they told everybody to take your seats, they dimmed the lights and they started playing like that opening track. Like that real gritty, dark opening track. And I was like, dude, this is freaking amazing. This is awesome. And then when they kind of incorporated that into the show, where they had, like you said, like the Phantom Menace, and then they made it dark and grittier, I was like, I'm like, oh wow, this is cool. So when I heard the track by itself, like, we were getting pieces of it. We were getting pieces, like we got the track beforehand, and then we watched the show, and then I heard it in the track, and then I heard it in the show. And I was like, wow, it makes it that much more when they throw it in with the animation. It makes it that much better. And I thought it was just fantastic. I was like, man, that's why I was like, OMG, you guys are going to love this, because it's going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, the score was just freaking amazing. But specifically when, they're robbing the bank and they're getting chased by or they've robbed the bank and they're getting chased by the cops, and it looks like they're about to get caught, and then Rook was like, "Oh, we should probably do what he says for us to do." When they've got their guns on them and they drop your weapons. Oh, we better do what they say. And then boom, Duel of the Fates hits, and you're just like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, because up to that point, you see like a couple Darth-esque characters with like miniguns and blasters, and they're doing their thing. And then
a couple what?
Like the one guy had a minigun, like the rotating minigun.
You're talking about the other Zabraks.
Yeah, the other Zabraks, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I don't know if you're gonna mention that, but I'll talk about it. But they had the guy with the miniguns, and they had the Mandalorians, and they had the Mandalorians, and different people, and you didn't see Darth Maul up to that point,
right?
But obviously, you knew the show was about that. And then the next thing you know, you get Darth Maul comes off of that thing, and then he just like wipes people out, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, he's not showing up because like he had said, and I can't remember the exact word for word quote, but he says, I want to remain in the shadows.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's so the Zabraks, as far as I know, only one of them. Okay, as far as I know, only one of them has a name. Icarus is. He's the one that wears the
mask.
The mask over half of his face. His name is
I'd be interested.
Icarus.
I'll be interested to know. I'd be interested to know how it's spelled because, like, Savage is actually savage.
No, it's just like it sounds. It's
S is actually savage.
Icarus.
It's Savage, yeah, but it sounds like an enhanced version of like savage, like he's a savage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know how it's spelled already.
Right.
Pretty sure. Let me check again. I'm looking on the internet here. He has a funk pop.
Yeah. But it sounds like Icarus. It sounds like Icarus.
Whatever the case.
Yeah.
I think maybe they will reveal later. But yeah, you got what was that? Dual mates. So and there's Maul and X them all down and pretty cool character in these episodes. Obviously, I like last because she's more. I will talk about the Mandalorians again here in a minute. But I think Spybot is freaking hilarious.
Taco Cat says we're crashing 100%.
Yeah,
and we only have one person in the chat. I think we're.
Well, shit.
Should we switch over to StreamYard and redo the stream or restart the stream? He says we're 100% correct. We're not even.
No, we can't. It doesn't work that way. Fuck.
We can't start a new. We can't just start a new stream with StreamYard and pick it up from there.
No, we may just have to. We may just have to talk about this again next week or something. We can't. It doesn't. Yeah, I can't just stop a stream and then restart it somewhere else. Well, shit. I mean, if you're not doing anything tomorrow, well, fuck. No, I can't do it tomorrow night.
Is it anybody? Can anybody see us? I mean, is anybody else having problems seeing us? Are we like crashing out completely?
Are we
still crashing out completely
at all?
I mean, I'm watching the live stream on my phone right now just to check it, and it seems like we're okay, but it seems like it's kind of choppy.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't watch it because I don't need to. I've got the studio right in front of me.
Well, I'm just checking to see what everybody else is seeing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it also says that we're still recording, so if need be, if it's
yeah, Smirking Bear says that he Smirking Bear says it happened a little while ago. You crashing. Jamie sent something in the private chat. Yeah, apparently
Bear
we're crashing.
says it's
out.
fine now. Let's just keep going.
If I have
to, I'll just. If I have to, I'll just.
Yeah, Jamie says we're crashing so hard. Bear says it's fine for the moment. So, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, fuck, what was I going? Spybot. Spybot's fucking hilarious.
Spybot is like Chopper, but like worse.
Spybot's hilarious, man. He's like,
yeah.
He's definitely going to be a new favorite droid. I think
Yeah,
he's cool.
yeah.
So I liked him.
I do like Spybot, and he just, yeah, he just seems like he's just there to cause chaos, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, he's definitely causing
Mhm.
chaos. I liked Rook, but mostly just because she's a Mandalorian, and I was a little surprised that Mandalorians were more prominent in this show than I thought they were. Like I didn't.
Well,
I mean, I
go ahead.
understand that. Like this is after. I mean, this is after Mandalore's already been taken back over.
Uh-huh.
But he still has a little crew of Mandalorians, and I thought that was cool that he's still hanging out with them.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense because I think some people were, like loyalists to
Yeah.
him. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense that he has people that will follow him. And like, it does. It makes sense that some of them would actually be like, almost like pirates or underworld, because you're going to have that in every faction. It really
You're
doesn't matter.
basically you've got criminals that are just happen to be Mandalorians.
Yeah.
But at this point, I mean, it's not so much Mandalorian loyalty, because at this point he doesn't have the dark saber, so they don't owe him anything.
But also, I mean, Boba Fett wasn't technically part of the. I mean, he's a.
Yeah, but who's loyal to Boba
He
Fett?
has his thing. Boba Fett's loyal to Boba Fett. So you're going to have factions. You're going to have people that are going to break off, and they're going to say we're going to be loyal to Darth Maul because Darth Maul is about money and he's about revenge and he's about like causing chaos for the Empire and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of makes sense that there would be people that would follow him because some of them, all they want to do is like they just want to cause darker version of Mandalore.
Yeah.
Of Mandalorians.
Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of makes sense that they're there.
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, pleasantly surprised to see Mandalorians in there. There was another character. She didn't show up until the second episode. That underworld lady, Rena Sewell was her name.
Mm-hmm.
She was kind of cool, also. She was a.
There's really a lot of interesting characters that I'd love to see, and I think. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you in a minute. Well, what's interesting to me is that something that kind of stood out to me is that when we've heard about Darth Maul, one of the things about Darth Maul is the painting of his face because not all Zabraks look like that.
Right.
The fact that he had black and the fact that he had the red tattoos was all saying that he was completely it was basically something saying that he was completely devoted to the Sith. And then you see his compatriots who are fellow Sabraks, they have those tattoos too. So I'm interested in if they are just Darth Maul loyalists or if that's like a different sect of Zabraks. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Because now we're starting to see Zabraks that have more tattoos. But, and I'm going into predictions here because this is honestly something, I'm 100% being honest about this. This is not something that we were told during our visit to Lucasfilm. So I'm completely going into predictions here. So don't anybody come at me, and Lucasfilm, please don't try to sue me. I'm guessing that, and we're probably going to talk about her, that the Jedi that he in the future, she is going to become a Darth Talon figure. For those of you who know Darth Talon, who know who Darth Talon is, I think she's going to become that character. And she had tattoos that were similar to Darth Maul's as well. And I'm wondering if it's not just a Sith thing, if it's like people who are Maul loyalists and that kind of thing. So I'm kind of curious to see like if they tattooed themselves to show their loyalty to Darth Maul, or if this is a separate sect of the Zabrak people.
Yeah. But yeah, so this girl, this alien, Rena Soul, apparently she knows about the Shadow Collective because she gives Lawson some information about it. She was pretty interesting. I hope we see more of her. And then I mean, obviously you got Lawson, who, if you have already read the first issue of the comic book, you know who Lawson is. We're just, finally getting to see an animated, walking, talking version of Lawson. He's an interesting character. Quite clearly not the boss of the cops. Doesn't seem... I get the impression that he is not a fan of the Empire. Because...
Yeah, I get that.
Every time somebody brings up, let's call the governor, or let's do... He's like, no. This is a local matter. We'll figure it out ourselves. He doesn't want the Empire to show up on this planet. What's the name of the planet again? It starts with a J. Fuck. Jaxus? No, that's not right. Is that right?
No, I don't think so. I know everybody was kind of contemplating that it was Coruscant, but it's not.
No, it's not. It's got a name. Did you not read the comic book?
No, I have not got a chance to read the comic book yet.
Yeah, Janix. It's called Janix. Janix.
Janix, that's right. Now, see, I knew it was a J, but I couldn't remember the name.
Yeah, I knew it was a J.
It escaped me for a bit.
But yeah, no, it is absolutely not Coruscant. And interestingly, we did not see any Imperial presence on this planet.
No. Although he did say that if they saw this individual, and like Boots and a few others were saying that they needed to turn, since they identified Darth Maul, they needed to turn him into the Empire, which means he was a high priority target.
Yeah, they're a high priority target to the Empire, but
which makes sense.
But when they did the scan, I'm sure they're connected to the Imperial network for that sort of thing. But yeah, Lawson does not seem to want anything to do with the Empire at this point.
Yeah. He just doesn't want them showing up and like taking over.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
which is not the first time, like in different shows that we've seen, it's not the first time that we've actually heard people say that we're trying to keep the Empire out and we can handle this.
Yeah.
We don't need the Empire here. If they, and we saw that in Andor season 2. Cyril, for instance, he didn't want the Empire showing up. Well, it was basically, so season 1. He didn't want the Empire showing up. He wanted to show the Empire that they can handle it, and they didn't need the Empire there. And I mean, I'm assuming that's probably because of his, job prospects and things like that. Huh?
I mean, he fucked that up.
What's that? He screwed that up hard. But yeah.
I mean, other characters.
Yeah, he screwed the pooch on that one because he didn't know what he was doing.
So, Two Boots. Yeah, Two Boots is another character that...
Two Boots?
Again, we saw him in the first issue of the comic. So he wasn't necessarily new, unless you're not a comic book reader. But yeah, I'm trying to think what other, well, I mean, obviously you have...
Well, I mean, obviously we've got Devin. We have Devin, who is the Jedi Apprentice.
Are you sure you got the name right?
Yeah, Devin is her first name.
Well, wait a minute. Who is the... Okay, no, yeah, Devin is the Padawan, and
Yep.
Iko Daki is the
Uh-huh.
yeah. Um,
Yep.
I'm gonna be 100% real with you. They were the least interesting characters in this show so far.
For now.
I'm just saying, based on these 2 episodes, because that's all I got to base it on right now.
Oh, so I'm gonna go refer back to San Francisco on this. I have a strong
Okay, but
feeling from what we were.
we
I
haven't been to San
I
Francisco.
I know. I'm giving you information that because we did not get spoilers for what's ahead, and we did not get to see episodes 3 or 4 or the entire season. We obviously didn't. So I'm just going off of the panel and what Dave Filoni, Sam Witwer, and some of the writers and animators were talking about. And my Darth Talon, obviously my Darth Talon prediction is my own. It's not anything that was said. I'm going to reiterate that. It's not something that was said. It's not something that I heard.
Yeah.
That is just my prediction. Because there's a couple things that Dave Filoni said while we were there. One of the things that he talked about is that they want to try to get back to George Lucas's original ideas for like a sequel trilogy or everything post Return of the Jedi. So that's number one.
Right.
And so for those of you who may not be aware, George Lucas's original idea is that he actually wanted to see Darth Maul survive through all that and train an apprentice and them become the new, not even Sith, but like the new galactic bad guys. And Darth Talon was in that discussion. So for those of you who have not, for those of you who don't know, his ideas about what was going to happen for the sequel trilogy, you can read it online. You can kind of look at it. I encourage you to Google it. But Dave Filoni himself said that what he wants to do is they want to try to get back to that original vision. That's first thing.
My point being, at this point, based on what I have seen, they are the least interesting characters.
Right. And the other reason why I say that is because earlier I kind of teased something about the show that Dave Filoni was excited about. And when I said that Dave Filoni showed up in a jacket that had the Jedi symbol on one side of his coat, if you remember, Steve, if you remember the show, there was that part where, say his name again, the master.
Daki.
Yeah, Daki. So there was a point where he shows up, and if you remember the show, if you watch it twice, there's a part where he hits the pavement and he jabs his staff into the concrete, and then he stops Maul's train from escaping.
Right.
When that happened, the theater that I was in erupted. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because Dave Filoni himself was talking about how he thought it was very interesting and it was very cool that people recognized that there was good and that the power of the Jedi or a former Jedi, and then also that he tried to sustain the walkway and keep it from collapsing to keep people from getting hurt. And he said that was very interesting to him because we're watching a show about a crime lord or a former Sith who is using his powers to be bad, but people were celebrating the fact that a former Jedi was there trying to protect people. So that being said, my prediction, and I say this again, this is a prediction, I think that him and her will become a more prominent center point in the story going forward. So for now, they seem like they're the most uninteresting characters, but that's because Maul,
they're Jedi and they are uninteresting.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to defend that till I die. I don't give a damn. I will defend the Jedi till I die. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't give a crap what people say about them. I don't care what the opinions of them. there were certain Jedi that were 100% committed to the creed of the Jedi, and there were some that thought that politics was the best way to go. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue people with that. The Jedi, the principles and the ideologies of the Jedi still stand. And as a Jedi myself,
Bear, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that statement.
what do you say?
I also hope they get more. He said, I kind of hope the Jedi characters become more interesting, but I also feel like they're unnecessary. I mean, at this point, they did feel kind of unnecessary, but I'm sure there is a point, and it is coming.
Well, I mean, to me, it seems like you can't have a Inquisitor or a Sith Lord at this point in the story of Star Wars in this timeline. It seems like to me the best. Darth Maul, it kind of had a feeling that his destiny lied upon a path that included her because he took a special interest in her.
Well, the Inquisitors might be after him.
Oh, 100%.
But
100%.
In any case, I mean, it's going to be kind of hard to be more interesting than Darth Maul. I mean, if we're being honest, especially in a Darth Maul TV show.
I agree. I'm not arguing that point. But I think it introduces an interesting dynamic because he quote unquote collected her for a reason.
Right.
Because he felt like there was something there.
Well, he wants an apprentice.
He even kind of talked about it a little bit. He says he didn't understand it, but there was something about the path that they were walking that was going to be that was going to produce more than what he knew, and he didn't quite understand it himself. And I think when he collected her, he kind of went, there's something about her. There's something about this Jedi Padawan that intrigues me.
Yeah.
And, him himself even talked about it.
Yeah. So, Bear also said, kind of wish the Twi'lek girl was not a Jedi Padawan. What were you hoping to see out of her?
Yeah, well, I mean, what were we thinking?
I mean, at this point, I'm like kind of with you on your previous statement. I felt like those characters at this point were just kind of unnecessary. But that being said,
I don't. This is my thing. I don't think so. Because think about it for a second. And this is something that I talked to and I discussed with the group that we watched it when we watched it originally. Think about it for a second. Now, we know the fate of Darth Maul.
Yeah.
We know how his story ends. Okay? That's the thing, is we know how his story ends. So we can't go beyond that. And sooner or later, you have to look at Darth Maul and you have to go, okay, we've told as much of the story as we can. This is just me talking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sooner or later, they're going to go, we've milked crap out of Darth Maul.
We don't know about his conception and in childhood yet.
Well, okay. Anyway, we can tell.
Yeah.
Am I still here?
I know. I mean,
kind of a glitch for a second. Okay. We can tell a lot about his story up to this point, but at some point, this is my theory. Okay, this is completely, like I said, this is completely my theory. This is me speaking. This is not anything that I found out. This is not any information that I got from San Francisco. Nothing like that. My feeling is that at some point they have to create a way for Darth Maul to live beyond his death. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like for future projects. And let's just say for a minute that they invest everything in the apprentice of Darth Maul, which could be Darth Talon.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? Mm-hmm. Is that I really do think, and we're already on track for a season 2. I really do
already
think
said there's going to be a season 2. So
Right. So my feeling is, and like I said, I'm going to reiterate this. My feeling is, this is my personal feeling, that this Jedi Padawan, former Padawan, which a lot of the Inquisitors, if you think about it, a lot of the Inquisitors were former Padawans or former Jedi.
Well, yeah.
So a lot of your former Jedi, why wouldn't Darth Maul pick a former Jedi to be his apprentice, to be his successor? And why wouldn't that successor be Darth Talon, which was the original vision for the sequels?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't this show set that up? That she will take over the mantle after Darth Maul passes away.
I mean, at this point, I'm just glad we're getting more Darth Maul because he's an awesome character.
I am too. I am too. This is completely me speaking about my thoughts on the whole situation. So, yes, we still have a lot of episodes to go.
Oh, yeah.
We still have a lot of season to go. So we don't know how this is going to work out. I could be just completely speaking out of my butt right now. I don't know.
No. I get what you're saying. I just my statement was just like, based on these 2 episodes, they're not very interesting.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And I mean, so we didn't even talk about like what are the episodes about. So like, I'm gonna be very, 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 very brief. Episode 1.
Yes.
So they rob a bank. They're robbing a bank because they're trying to cause problems between 2 crime lords. Who these crime lords apparently, betrayed him previously. And so they rob this bank. The Tactical Defense Force goes after them. You've got these 2 Jedis that are beggars, and one of the young one gets arrested for shoplifting, and then Maul later. So during all this, there's a meet between the 2. There's a meet between the 2 crime lords because one of them thinks that the other one is out to get them because he thinks they're involved with the bank job. That one dies. The other one gets arrested because the police show up. Maul and his crew attack the police precinct, and they rescue the crime lord and also the Twi'lek. So that's episode 1, Dark Revenge. Sinister Schemes is the second one. And this one seems like it went by way too quick. This second episode. Did you get that impression too?
The which part?
The second episode.
Yeah.
It just feels like it went by a lot quicker.
Well, I mean, but to be fair, the first one was kind of setting up information.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, he was kind of laying out. He was kind of laying out what was going on. He was kind of laying out where his stance was, what his goals were, and they were kind of establishing all that. And the cool part is that like in the beginning, like we were talking about, when he first shows up, he's like aggressive as hell. He's got a lot of things. He's behind him, and he's the big baddie in the whole thing. And then as the second episode goes through, it was like now he's really getting into this whole thing.
Well, no, I mean what I'm asking is it felt like the second episode went by quicker. Like was it actually shorter? I don't know because I didn't see.
I don't think so.
I didn't see
think
the
so, but I
runtimes
could be
of either
wrong.
one. Let me see if I can find the run times. Hang on. Nope, that's not giving me run times. Oh, okay, hold on. This site here might show me run times. Hang on. No, this ain't showing me run times either. Some bitch.
Who knew?
Hang on. I've got one other place. Got one other place out. Well, and then it just felt like he was after Maul's group. And that's when the dream, and and then the how you pronounce it. He stopped a bunch of people from the bridge collapse. All the crime lord in his little cell, and
Uh-huh. Yep.
that's this is the episode where Lawson goes to Rena Sol to find out information on the Shadow Collective and Maul, and then this is also the episode where Maul's group goes and hijacks a Pike transport, basically just massacres the entire crew, and steals the cargo, and then comes back to their lair, and he has a discussion with the Padawan, and yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Bear. Has a little.
We're just trying to get we're just trying to get to this episode, and then we'll go back to the rest.
Yeah, we're almost done. We're gonna cut it off kind of soon. So he has a talk with her and says, "Hey, you can leave whenever you want." And he's like, I'm gonna show you true power or something like that. And then he leaves and she pushes her way out of the jail, and that's where we end. So overall speaking, like I said, incredible 2 episodes. Already, just based off these 2 episodes, I'm gonna say I like it better than Bad Batch. Just based off these 2 episodes. I think it's going to be a great show. I'm liking it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait for the next episodes. Any final overall thoughts on Shadow Lord?
I agree. I love the direction they're going with the animation. I love the fact that they are emphasizing the music and making sure that the music matches kind of the feel and the vibe. I'm interested to see where this ends up because, like I said, I've made predictions. I made predictions tonight, and once again, they are predictions. They are not information that I've gotten from anybody else. So if I end up being right, please don't come at me and say, "Oh, you gave us information ahead of time." No, I did not. I 100%. Those are my predictions. Those are my statements alone. And I so far am enjoying it, and I will have to say that even despite seeing it where I did and how I did, I think as far as animation projects for Star Wars goes, I think this is probably going to end up being one of my favorite.
I can agree with that. Yeah, I'm looking
Yep.
forward to
I
it.
think it's going to be one of my favorite. And like, if you guys are part of our Discord, or if you're part of some other groups that we link to and things like that, it's already been stated that this show has gotten 100% acknowledgement from critics and the sort. So even the critics like it. And
if you folks want to talk about it more, I'm sure we will talk about it in the Discord. Go to that link that's scrolling there, bio.link/Rebel Nerd Radio. That'll take you to our Discord. Come and talk to us about it. Share your thoughts with us. Next week, we will be back.
With StreamYard.
We're going to go back to StreamYard.
Yep.
And we're going to, so that we don't have all these freaking technical glitches. Yeah. So next week, we will again have 2 more episodes to talk about. We already have titles for those episodes, by the way. Next week, Chapter 3 is going to be called Whispers in the Unknown. Very interesting title. And then Chapter 4 will be Pride and Vengeance. So we will see you next week. Sorry for the technical issues. I can guarantee with 90% certainty we will not have those technical glitches next week. And we'll be back on Facebook because that's already set up to go over there. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks to the folks that stuck it out in the chat room, even though we're this turd of a fucking program here. And we'll see you next week. So, take care. We'll see you.